And action, I guess. So this is like a little podcast here. I've just been wanting to create for a little while now. A few months back, I came up with the idea of just sitting and talking with friends about musicians, artists, specific albums, genres of music. And it's just, I finally got the guts to come sit down and actually speak about it. So with me tonight is my friend Isaiah. He's going to be my co-host tonight. We're going to talk about our first episode. Really is going to be about the album "Rumours" by Fleetwood Mac. Isaiah, you want to introduce yourself?
Look, you're like a natural.
Thanks.
This is Erica right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, Erica's also in the background, but she don't. Yeah, whatever. She's not included. Whatever. She's not included. I don't know. Anyway, Isaiah, go ahead.
Because I don't know this album a lot. I mean,
she don't know the lot of the album.
But she could be here for
future episodes. Yes. All right, Isaiah, go ahead.
I'm Isaiah, Autumn's friend, her co-host. You know, we're gonna talk about Rumours. Yeah.
I know, it's such a good album. Like, I'm excited for this actually. So, we're gonna start off. So
we should start out with our love of Fleetwood Mac, where it started. You know. We should start.
All right, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna start first.
All right.
So a little background history. Ever since I was a child, my father he raised us on a lot of older music, and it was always played around the house and everything, going down the road, whatever. He would always play music, shit that he grew up listening to back in the day, I guess, and it just stuck with me for sure. It was like imprinted on my soul. I feel. To get that, to get that deep into it, but I knew of the song "Go Your Own Way" because it's a classic hit, how played everywhere. But I didn't start listening to Fleetwood Mac until about 8th, 9th grade. When I was like 14, 15 years old. My first impression was like, wow, this is a really great record. I was in love. I was hooked immediately. And I would come home from school every day, do some homework, and in the background I was always playing Rumours for hours and hours and hours, just in the background, because I loved every single song, and I did that for a few months actually. I loved them, and that's when I started listening to more of their records. As the years went by, Stevie's a great freaking hero of mine too.
Yeah, we all love Stevie.
We all love Stevie Nicks, yes. What a queen. But, I think it was definitely a moment in my life where I recognized, hey, this is the music I really, really love. And I just remember, it's like a prime memory in my head of sitting in my room listening to Songbird in the background. I mean, what a song, But
that's a good song.
That's where I would say I'm definitely influenced by what I heard growing up, but I definitely did my research. I listened to a lot of different music. From that time, the 70s is for sure my favorite decade of music, hands down. And I feel like that's all I gotta say about it. So Isaiah, what do you feel like? How did you come about this record?
Well, I'd always heard, some of the hits growing up, like Dreams or Go Your Own Way or The Chain, any of those hits that came on the radio and all that stuff. And I listened to that a lot growing up, whenever it was on, that is, you know how it is. Mm-hmm. Small town in the country.
Yeah,
you know how it is.
You gotta do your own research, how you.
Yeah. But I became friends with them, with Autumn, obviously, and my other friends too. And we started...
What year was that?
We really became friends in like 9th grade, or my 9th grade year.
So my sophomore year?
Your sophomore year, yeah. But I remember, I think it was like my 10th grade year maybe. Everybody started we had this period of time where it was like me, Autumn, Ethan, which you'll get to see him later.
You'll get to meet him later on in the episodes if we plan to continue doing this.
And Erica, and we would drag my mattress off of my bed. I don't even have a bed frame. It's just a box spring on the floor with a mattress on top.
Box spring, yeah.
I just pulled the mattress off, and then I would let Autumn and Erica sleep on my bed, and then I would sleep on one side of the couch and Ethan would sleep on the other. That's just
Yeah, it was kind of like the four of us for a little period of time. It was like, what was it, in the summer? You say it was in the summer, like early spring? Maybe?
It was around like hurricane season, because I remember we were supposed to have a hurricane one night come and like get us, but it never happened.
Right.
But so it was probably around like summer to fall kind of area. But they introduced me to a great show called American Horror Story. It's a good show.
Yeah.
She used to watch it.
I've watched like 4 seasons and I quit.
Yeah, but she watched that a long time ago. She needs to get back into it. It's also really good, but I've watched all seasons now. But anyways, that's besides the point. We started out with the 3rd season, which is Coven. And in that season, Stevie Nicks makes many appearances. And it's
many
great,
appearances, yes.
including the music. And I remember there was a scene with Misty Day. She was in like her
Misty
swamp
Day,
house, and Rhiannon was playing on the radio, and I was like,
Rhiannon.
I was like, oh, hold
that
on
is
a little bit.
That
I was
episode.
like, I like this song a lot.
Yeah, that episode is very like stuck in my head.
Me too, but it came on and I really liked it. It was good for my ears, basically. You know how it goes when you really like a song. And then Autumn, she told me, she was like, yeah, you know Fleetwood Mac, you know some of their stuff. And I was like, yeah. She was like, but you don't know their whole album. So she introduced me to that.
I feel like I've kind of tested you.
Yeah.
And like doing your research, getting down to the basics.
Yeah, because I feel like Coven started it, and then you were like,
you're
interested in that music. It's good music, and you showed me. So that's kind of how it's been. Fleetwood Mac was literally the #1 thing I listened on Spotify when I had it for the longest
Yes,
time.
you in not a phase, like you still listen to them. I don't think I'm out of my Fleetwood Mac phase. I mean, if it comes on, I'm not going to skip
I'll still play it.
I'm not going to skip a song, but yeah, I mean, I definitely love a lot of different artists, but that's Fleetwood Mac is a group that
they're a top group for me.
Very strong love for. All right, so with this album, it's 12 songs. It's exactly, I think it's almost around 45 minutes long when I looked up the data online.
Yeah.
It was released on February 4th, 1977 by the label Warner Records. It did astonishing well in the top 100 for months and months and months. So much where they... in the year 1978, they were awarded for the Juno Award for International Album of the Year, American Music Award for Favorite Album.
All right.
They also won a Grammy Award for Album of the Year.
Listen,
it
makes sense. Listen, it makes sense.
Also, almost...
You say Album of the Year?
Album of the Year of 1977.
Listen,
they won the Album of the Year.
Makes sense.
Yes, it makes very much sense.
It's a good album.
It's a damn good album. And, let's see, almost 30 years later, they were awarded for the Grammy Hall of Fame award. That specific album won a Hall of Fame award. Like, that means something, okay?
Yeah.
That means a lot, actually, because that's such a high placement of awards, and I mean, it's very, very, I mean, the credit's there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Fleetwood Mac began in London, England in 1967. Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham didn't come in until about 1976, 1975, around that area.
Best decision they ever made.
Best decision they ever made. Fleetwood Mac was just a small group in London for a few years, and it was almost 10 years before they even recorded with Stevie and Lindsey. Before, that's quite a long ass time. I don't know any of their other music before the self-titled album.
I've listened to some of it. It's more like, I think it's more like bluesy kind of.
I haven't given it a chance.
I've not given it like a good enough chance, honestly.
But Stevie and Lindsey, they lived in California at the time, right before they met Fleetwood Mac, and they started, recording. They started recording their own stuff, and I couldn't find it on Apple Music. I don't think it's like actually
think
like
it's on
published,
there.
but they had a record called Buckingham Nicks, and it's just the two of them on the cover of it. And so I found this out today. I didn't actually know how it started. I looked up. This is what the Grammy Awards. Grammy Awards. The Grammy Recording Academy posted on their online website. So the reason what came about of them joining the band, Lindsay and Stevie was asked to join Fleetwood Mac after Mick Fleetwood, the drummer, happened to hear one of their tracks the duo recorded while he was touring the Sound City Studios building. He just happened to listen to them. I think he got in touch with them and be like, I would be really interested in you guys, recording a couple tracks with us, and it just stuck. It's literally Stevie and Lindsay were like the glue to the band.
Yeah.
They definitely mixed very well with it. I mean, they did a lot of creative shit with their music.
Yeah.
It blended very well.
It sucks that Lindsay is not like technically in Fleetwood Mac anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean times have definitely changed, but so the hit songs, the top 3 songs of this record is Go Your Own Way, Dreams, and The Chain. Very, very great songs. I love those.
Amen.
So we tried to separate like our top 5 favorites, which is quite hard because I love every song on that album.
Yeah.
So my top 5 favorite songs are Dreams, Never Going Back Again, what a song. You Make Loving Fun, I Don't Want to Know, and Silver Springs. That has to be my top 5. Like those are probably my most played. What about
Really?
you?
Now my most played might be different because you know what I'm saying. I had Spotify not too long ago.
Yeah.
And that's whenever I was listening to Fleetwood Mac a lot. But my top 5, not in any specific order, because that's just too hard to do, honestly. It's hard to pick an order, like a specific order. You get it. Dreams, Go Your Own Way, The Chain, You Make Loving Fun, and Silver Springs.
I'm glad we can agree on Dreams and You Make Loving Fun and Silver Springs, because I feel like those are 3 songs you and me have gotten down to in the car driving and shit, because it's such great music. What would you rate this record out of 5 stars?
5.
I would agree, like 5 out of 5.
It's a 5 out of 5.
It's like 100% good. I feel like they make music that like generally like a lot of people would like. So yeah, it's alright,
And that's why we've seen a lot more
It's easy
people,
listening.
like today with the whole TikTok thing where that one guy's on the
Oh,
he
yeah.
on like a skateboard or something? He
Yes.
has that like
Yeah, he was going down the road and he was skateboarding and while drinking a big
like
jug of
cranberry
cranberry
juice.
juice. Yeah, that got very popular on TikTok, and recently, I mean, I feel like I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I think it was convenient for me to think of Rumours to start off with, for
because
sure.
it's
relevant.
popping a little bit.
It's
right
relevant right now.
It was cool though to see
Mick Fleetwood
do
he
it. That was cool.
found out about the video. He did his own little thing. Like, what a fucking rock star!
I know. And then Stevie putting on those skates, singing to it.
Yes,
You know
she
what I'm
posted
saying?
it on her Facebook page. I
God.
probably Twitter too. I don't know if she uses it.
But yeah.
So also another question I was wanting to talk, like a topic we were going to talk about. If there was any significance, like specific songs that mean a lot to you, like especially to just like, I don't know. I guess how I described it earlier was like it hits at home.
Oh, I have 2 answers.
Okay.
My first one, I would say Dreams, because
Easy.
it's probably my favorite, if I'm being honest. It's just a great song. Like, as simple as that. And that's like one of like the main songs that I know with them from, when I was younger and stuff.
Right.
But, and then also Landslide, because
No,
Landslide.
but we're talking about Rumours. That's not on Rumours.
what?
I'm talking about. Sorry, I should have
forgot.
specified. Actually, we're
Yeah.
talking about Rumours. So Dreams. Okay.
Well, I'll just say Dreams then, because
Okay, but you. Oh, never mind. Okay. So I think a song that holds a lot of like meaning to me would probably. I love Silver Springs. It kind of gives me this whole mood of like. kind of living like a fairy tale. I don't know. It's like a whole like folk story, I guess. That's how I kind of get it. It's just like it's smooth,
Yeah.
and it's very beautiful.
The end where like Stevie's breaking it down. You know what I'm talking about? The Silver Springs.
Oh, where her at the end of it, at the end of the song. Love that on you. Yeah,
Good song.
that's when her voice gets like rough and like raspy. That's when she's like giving it all. Like her voice is just kind of straining, but in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love it a lot. So
Isn't she in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Isn't that what she's in?
yes, actually, yes. Last year in 2019, my favorite artist, Harry Styles, he introduced. Stop. He presented her the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame award last year, and they also sung together. They did a live performance. Yes, they did. They sung together. And I believe that was the last time they performed live before the, even like since COVID happening, they haven't done any other kind of performances. Mm-hmm. They did a little thing at the Troubadour in LA, when he was like on his tour, his first tour. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh, the current song playing in the background is Songbird.
Do you know the story
Christine's
behind
voice. It's very beautiful. The story? No.
Like behind.
No. How does it go?
Now I don't remember who it was. It was somebody. I'm not sure, but they were. It was like for Christine, like when she was recording this song, someone like set up a big thing on a stage with like a piano and a bunch of roses and stuff for her to sing, and she sung it like right then and there. And I think she only did like one take or something. That was it.
Was it written? Like it was just like the first.
Well, I think she had wrote it, but
if she would have done that like all spontaneously, that would have been beautiful.
I gotta get my facts straight. Honestly, I can't remember every detail of the story.
Well, it's still like something to talk about. I mean, Christine has like Stevie's voice is obviously my favorite, but Christine also brings her part to the group, and her voice blends well with Lindsay. You know,
yeah, they do.
Sometimes it's hard to decipher which one's Lindsay and which one's Christine because they kind of have like a higher octave pitch. But that's what I love about them because they're almost alike. Let's see.
I wish.
You're nah. Okay.
I'm trying to look up like.
And see, a lot of people don't talk about this person, but their bassist, John McVie. Him and Christine were married. If anyone generally listens to like the core of their songs, they have a great bass line. I'm a big lover of bass music, any kind of bass. I used to play the tuba. I play the bass guitar now. I love bass music. I mean, it's literally the heart of the songs. And if you listen to "Go Your Own Way," and you listen to John's like bass, it's just they're beautiful. They match so well. It's like they're freaking geniuses. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But I think that brings a wrap to this album. I definitely would. I mean, it's definitely in my top 10 favorite albums, like for sure. If I had like from all the albums that I've listened to up until this point in my life, it's definitely in the top 10.
It is for me too, honestly.
There's no way I can ignore it. I don't. But in another, maybe in another like future episode that we record, I kind of want to talk about Mirage.
Really?
I've listened through and through the album, from beginning to end, and I love it. It's definitely my second favorite by Fleetwood Mac, but I haven't given the self-titled album a shot from beginning to end. So, well, it might change in the future, just depending on how I like it. But would you be interested in recording something about Mirage?
Sure. Yeah.
Gypsy, Gypsy from Mirage, what a damn song.
Gypsy is one of my favorite songs from Fleetwood Mac, like, period.
And that record came right after Tusk, you know what I mean? So it was definitely a major change to the music. But I think that gives it about a wrap. I love Fleetwood Mac. I love Stevie Nicks. She's my hero. I love this record from beginning to end. But yeah, we just wanted to give a little chat about our favorite album, one of our favorite albums, and I thought this was a great opportunity. So
Now, Grandma and Grandpa signing off. We love you, grandbabies.
what he
We're
said.
cousins.
What? What was that important? Oh my god.
Because I said like the grandma grandpa thing.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. We hope to record more in the future. This is.
Really long voice.
We don't have a name. Yeah, this is 20 minutes long. We don't have a name for this yet, but we're gonna get down to it one day.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Thanks. Signing off, Autumn and Isaiah.